Hello you beautiful bastard, and thank you for turning me on. Today I will shout at you about dwarves. It's okay to say dwarf, I looked it up. And also, if Disney can, so can I. But you should never say to or can, as that can be taken as offensive. Yes, it's me again, and this time I must say I don't know what happened. The other day I got a so-called electronic mail sent to my computer. At first I thought, as one does when one gets an email, that is one of those that say, a distant family member have died, and you can get your hands on millions if you just send your account number and address. And I sure ain't falling for that again. But it was not. It was actually a code for a game. For me? For free? What? I hear you yell. Well, I'm as flabbergasted as you are. Have you not seen what I do? The production value? And the name of the game is Hairy Little Buggers. It's a simulation management game, and it's being created by the surprisingly talented Mr. MacLeod. It's out on early access through Steam. So, if you like me, like to get critical and point out flaws in other people's work, here you have a great opportunity. Oh, I'm sorry. I have to remove this. I'm getting a hairball going. The game starts with this, a warning, telling you that if you play this game, you will see poop, beard on beard action, and dwarfs doing it in the butt. And here is a direct quote from the game. Are you ready for the best beard job of your life? I mean, really? If that's not pure class, I don't know what is. I really do get a nostalgia trip from this game, so that might make me extra excited and put on the I overlook things goggles. Personally, I think it's a mix between Settlers 2 and Dungeon Keeper, and those were two of my favorite games back in the day. Well, at least when I could drag myself away from Diablo and porn. You can from the start jump in and play the game, but I recommend doing the tutorials first, as it's a lot to wrap one's brain around. And for an early access game, there are lots of different ways to play. Like, as I said earlier, the tutorials. Then we have basic gameplay, where you can choose between free build and dwarven forest. In free build, you play in peace and have a nice time. In dwarven forest, a couple of goblins arrive after a few minutes and kill you! You heard me. And then we have challenges and custom. The challenges are hard, waves of enemies trying to hurt you physically and emotionally, and they succeed every time. Custom is custom? I exported one of my games and it ended up there, so my guess is that's what it's for? Correct me if I'm wrong. So, when you have chosen free build, like any sane person will do, you get to see your beautiful little buggers standing around in the grass. But hey, I hear you say, dwarfs live underground, you stupid Swede. Yes, I know, and don't call me Swede. I mean stupid. The game map is what you see from the start. You don't move around over a big area like in Settlers. Instead, it has clever little buttons down in the right corner, where, if you push the down arrow, you go deeper. And this is the way you control which level you currently are on. You build stairs to go even deeper down and explore for riches. But watch out for goblins, because they lurk down there even in pre-build. So, get yourself some troops first, but not the ones from the first age. They suck donkey. But before thinking of troops, you need to get mining and start building the basic rooms. There are coal, limestone, iron ore and gold to mine from the start. The gold is pretty to look at, but the rest are useful for almost everything. You create anvils and smelteries to produce weapons and tools, nurseries and bunk beds to increase your population of buggers, and build stone cutters to create beds and toilets. And when one mentions toilets, one of course thinks about poop. And there is so much poop that you need janitors to clean it up. And you will need several of them, cause holy hell they go everywhere. And if you're not on top of it, they get sick. And when the sickness reaches 100, it's dying time. Maybe 1 or 2 survives. And this usually happens right before a goblin raid. Everything is connected. It's like an assembly line. To build, as an example, statues, you need iron frames and limestone blocks. But to get the frames, you first need iron bars. And to get that, you need to combine iron ore and coal in a smeltery. It's the same with the limestone blocks. You first need limestone and a stone cutter. If you ever wonder how Mr. Michael Todd is wired, then think about this. The best made animation is the one where one kneels down and takes a load in the face, then continues by licking it up. Yeah, I'm with you. What a guy! Your main aim is to get gemstones, cause if there's something your foul-mouthed little buggers like, it's gems. And to get the gems, you need better trained soldiers and gem cutters and so on. And to get these things, you need to advance through the ages. This unlocks many new things, like growing trees, herding sheep, and the possibility to have nuns, for example. And I must say, their behavior ain't much better than the soldiers and workers. Seeing a nun do some of those things is just, well, wrong. There are hundreds of things to do in this game. I sat down the other day to just get some footage for this video. Ended up playing 5 hours. This is a game that makes you think, I'll just play 5 more minutes, just gonna build that thing and then I'm done for today. With that said, there are some issues. Quite often I have to quit and start a new game, cause some blocks are made by the stone cutter but not carried away to where they are needed. Then the entire production line gets messed up and no more stone means no more toilets. It's a goddamn tragedy. But, as I said earlier, it is in early access, so there will be bugs. So there we go, a fun game about dwarves, resource handling, and of course the most important thing, poop. I hope you enjoyed our time together, and if you did, don't forget to subscribe and like, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye. Hello, me again. As I don't want anyone to think I said something offensive behind the bleeps in the beginning, here it is, unbleeped. Hello you beautiful bastard, and thank you for turning me on. Today I will shout at you about dwarves. It's okay to say dwarf, I looked it up. And also, if Disney can, so can I. But you should never say tomato or carrot, as that can be taken as offensive. Carrot. As you see, I just said tomato and carrot, then bleep that out for comic effect. No one should ever be made feel sad because of how they look or who they are. So, thank you again, and bye.